the BJP government has annexed it. It's annulled its own constitution, Article 370, which gave the Kashmiris a special status. It's also annulled Article 335A of their constitution, which meant that you could not change the demography of Kashmir. But the BJP government's stated aim is that they want to change the demography, change a Muslim majority province into a Muslim minority province by bringing in out settlers to come in and change the demography. This is a violation of the 4th Geneva Convention, Article 49. You cannot change the demography of an occupied land. But worse than that, they have cast aside the Supreme Court of India's judgment, the Jammu and Kashmir High Court judgment. What was promised to the people of Kashmir by Jawaharlal Nehru, the founding father? And again, I repeat, it's 26 days the people of Kashmir are under curfew. They have shut out all media, all internet, no news is coming out of there. We believe that what is happening in Kashmir is that RSS goons have been let loose amongst the population. We believe people are being picked up. What reports are coming out? Boys are they go into houses and pick up boys. 8,000 people so far have been put in prison. 4,000 people have been taken out of Kashmir. All their leaders have been put under arrest. Even the opposition leaders were not allowed to go inside Kashmir to see what is happening there. And that is what I want ISNA to do. Raise awareness. In the 21st century, this is happening. And this is happening, an ideology which openly states that they want to change the demography of the people of Kashmir, which openly states that the Muslims do not have the same rights in India as the Hindus. They have completely cast aside the secularism of Nehru and Gandhi. And I'm afraid this ideology is not going to stop here. I think they have let out of a genie out of a bottle. It's not going to go back in. This genie of hate, of Hindu supremacy, it's not just the Muslims who are going to be a threat. And I'm again, almost 200 million Muslims in India. What is going to happen to their future? It's also going to go after Christians. Already there have been attacks on the Christian churches. Christians have been tried to reconvert it into Hinduism. Dalits are not going to be spared. Soon Sikhs, the Sikh community, even they will suffer after a while. Even the Indians who do not agree with this ideology. The whole, as I repeat, the secular India concept, the plural India concept, everything is at threat. And Pakistan, we fear in Pakistan that we are not dealing with a rational government in India. As I repeat, an extreme ideology has taken over India. We believe, like it happened in February, when Indian soldiers were killed because a young 20-year-old boy got radicalized by the security forces. And remember, there are 900,000 security forces right now in Kashmir. 900,000. The human rights violations have been mentioned by the United Nations for the first time. So when a boy blew himself up, India blamed Pakistan. We immediately asked them, we said, if you give us any proofs that Pakistan was involved, we will take action. They sent us a dossier. But before the dossier arrived, they had sent their jets into Pakistan to bomb us. We feel that India will do this again to divert attention from what we fear will be bloodshed in Kashmir in order to oppress the people, subdue the people, kill their hunger for freedom, ethnically cleanse them, or change the demography. We believe that the sort of oppression they will do in Kashmir and already are doing, they will need to divert the world attention to Pakistan. And we believe that as they did in February, they will do some sort of an action, an attack in Pakistan. But now we're talking about two nuclear-armed countries face to face. So the consequences, this is no longer something like Rwanda or like Bosnia. We are talking, again, I repeat, 1 billion people, a country of 1 billion people with nuclear arms, with a mad ideology facing Pakistan. What will happen once this, if a similar sort of attack happens, Pakistan will retaliate? We, again, I repeat, and two nuclear-armed countries face to face. That is why it is important for ISNA to play its role. I have asked the OICU to play its role. I'm going to raise this in the United Nations General Assembly. But you, as the largest Muslim body in North America, has a very important responsibility. You must make people aware of what is going on in India. This image of India so far of a land of peace, a land of gurus, of karma, a land where, of plural secular values, it is no longer that India anymore. The previous Home Minister of India, which was a Congress Home Minister, his public statement that in the RSS camps, terrorists are being trained. There are 4 million members of RSS. They are very similar to the Hitler brown shirts who went around terrorizing people. Judges, media, opposition, minorities. This is what is happening in India right now. Any opposition to this RSS ideology is squashed. So therefore, in conclusion, after repeating what I feel is your role, I would also like you to tell the world, what is the difference? I keep telling the world, what is the difference? In Medina, Riyasat, what was the sunnat of their holy prophet? How did the prophet treat the minorities? There was the constitution of Medina. There was the written covenant with St. Pancras Church, which I believe still exists, where the prophet said that we will protect your places of worship till the day of judgment. The Holy Quran saying there's no coercion in religion. You can't force people into religion. We have a responsibility in the Quran to respect sacred entities of other religions. The famous incident of Hazrat Ali as Khalifa, as the head of state of Medina, he loses a case against a Jewish citizen. The court did not accept the testimony, apparently, of Hazrat Ali. Even now, you cannot picture this in the Western society where a minority wins a case against the head of state. But that shows that the status of minorities was equal. They were equal citizens, equal rights. And what is happening in India is the opposite. There was a case of Pelwan Khan, this Muslim, apparently they accused him that he was transporting cattle. He was murdered, lynched in the middle of the city, in front of everyone. The court just let off all the 6 people who were responsible, who everyone saw killing this man. This is what is happening in India right now. Even the courts are scared to give judgment against this RSS ideology. Hence, I conclude, the responsibility of ISNA is great. You should raise this awareness. You should raise your voices. You should approach your members of Congress, senators, make them understand what's happening. Meanwhile, I am trying my best, as I repeat, I've spoken to the head of states of Muslim countries. I made them understand that what we are dealing, I repeat, is an ideology. You can't reason with this. In India, and I repeat, India is at threat. All the people, intellectuals who oppose this, and I know India. People in India who are intelligent, educated, who believed in the Gandhi and Nehru secular values, do not agree with it. But there's an atmosphere of fear in India, especially after BJP won its second election. I again thank you very much for giving me this platform. I feel it's a great honor, and I wish that ISNA goes and plays its role of spreading awareness, making people understand Islam, and then try to de-link all this. I'm sad to say that majority of the people do not understand Islam in the West, but there's a tiny minority which deliberately tries to portray Islam in this light, linking it with terrorism. And I do hope that you will, and I believe you will be able to eventually make people understand what is Islam and all the propaganda against it. Thank you very much.